Good morning, everybody. It's event season and things are crazy for me for the next 3 weeks. And so I don't really have a lot of time to be jumping on and doing lives. So they may not happen every week like I had hoped. But I did want to jump on this morning before things got crazy busy for me. And I just wanted to share something with you that's kind of been on my mind the last few days. So, I think one of the biggest gifts that I have been witness to with this journey with my mom is watching my parents together, because even in the state that my mom is in, even with her not being fully cognizant, with her not being able to communicate, my mom and dad love each other. And it's so apparent how much they love each other, how much they care about each other. And, he can leave the room and be gone for, 5 minutes and come back, and she just lights up when he walks back in the room, and she smiles and she gets so happy. And it just shows you the depth that they have loved each other. Wow, this might make me emotional. But here's what I wanted to share is that, 50, 60 some years ago, my parents, 55 years ago or something like that, my parents made a vow to each other. They vowed to love and honor each other. They vowed to be there for each other in sickness and in health, in the good and the bad. And watching the gift of service that my dad gives my mom every single day, the way that he loves her, the way that he takes care of her, the way that taking care of her isn't a burden. I don't even know how to express what that means, or how to watch it. It's so emotional to see, because you can see how much he loves her. And he'll text me, "Hi Mark, thanks for joining." He'll text me and he'll say, "Oh, this happened with mom today, and I need to prepare for this in the future, and I need to make sure that we're ready if this happens again." And he's not mad that in the middle of the night she had an accident and they had to get up and spend 3 hours changing all the sheets and the bedding and doing all of that. It's just part of the commitment he's made to her. And we live in such a fast age where everything is on demand and everything is instant and everything, happens so quickly. And I just think about this long-term relationship, this marriage, where when they started 55, 57, 8 years ago, and they said, "We commit to each other, we're going to honor our vows, and we're going to be there for each other come hell or high water," that they have kept that long-term vision. They've kept with it. They have honored those vows in every single way. And when it's so hard, like every day can be a challenge. And there are some days where I don't honestly know how my dad does it. Like I'm stunned sometimes at what he manages to do in a day in the care for my mom. And he just does it all with such grace and such peace in his heart, because he loves her and he wants to do it for her. He wants that time with her. He wants to take care of her, and it's not a burden. And I just want to encourage you, if you're in a relationship with somebody, really think about that. Like I've been thinking about, like, Ray and I were in our 50s, or about to be in our 50s. And what's it going to look like in 10 years for us, or 15, or 20, or 25? And we've lasted together a really long time, but what happens if one of us is really sick? Or what happens if one of us gets diagnosed with something terminal? Or, like how does that look? And, I know it sounds silly, but I literally thought, how would I feel if it was my kids that were, sorry. How would I feel if it's my kids that are bathing me and feeding me and making sure that I'm taken care of? Have I done my job as a parent? Have I raised them to be strong, honorable men? Not just for me, but for the women in their lives who will be there till the end. Who won't run when things get hard. Who won't give up when every day can be a battle. So if you have that kind of relationship, if you are with someone who gives that to you, take some time to honor that. Take some time to thank them. And it's never too early to have conversations with people about the what ifs, about, what happens if one of us is sick? What happens if something happens to us? What's the plan for our life moving forward as we age? And I think sometimes we get so caught up in the here and the now and the instant moments that we forget that time marches on. It is inevitable, and we all have to face some of these things. And if you're lucky, you get to be someone like me who gets to witness firsthand love in action. Because if there is anyone who is love in action, it's my dad. He loves my mom. And I have never seen someone so selflessly give and just love someone. Don't care what's happening, as long as they get to be part of their life and get to be present with them. So I guess today I just wanted to share that this journey is hard. Having someone in the family who has Alzheimer's is really hard. But getting to love them, getting to be of service in their life by taking care of them, and getting to witness the love between my mom and dad, even through all of this, is a gift that is beyond measure. So that's my little thing for the day. Alzheimer's sucks in a huge way, but what it can bring out in the people around you is miraculous. Have a great day, guys. I love you all, and thank you so much for popping on and joining me this early in the morning. Like I said, it's event season, and for the next month, I'm going to be going crazy with work, and I won't be on probably as much as I'd like to be, but I love you all, and I appreciate you following along on our journey.